This is the review of the APC, the Armoured Personnel Carrier, and this is basically a wheeled tank. It's not particularly fast, but it has some unique features that I think make it interesting and worth adding to your collection. In the background you'll see my Avenger, which is the vertical takeoff and landing helicopter vehicle plane that you have to have a facility to store and own. And the reason it's back there is because this armoured vehicle, you are required to upgrade, if you wish to do upgrades, in either the Avenger or the Mobile Operations Centre, which is stored in the bunker. So you need either a facility or a bunker to get the most out of this APC. And you also need either the Terabyte or the Avenger to do the upgrades. I put this in the naval fractal camo pattern with a matte green background, which I think works quite well as it is a military vehicle. And as you see, I hopped in and I immediately went onto the cannon. This is the standard armament which costs you no extra, and I would actually recommend sticking with this. It's pretty devastating. Takes a little bit of time for the shots to get to your target, but as you see, it does a fair amount of damage. You can also switch to the driving position from within the vehicle, and that is very nice. I think it's unique in the game to have a vehicle that you can get onto the main armament and also drive the vehicle from within the vehicle without having to get in or out. You, however, cannot use your own personal armaments from within this vehicle. I guess maybe the windows are too small or it's too difficult to drive. You can see my character inside there, and they get a bit of a look out. In fact, they seem to have a sitting on the bonnet point of view when they're in first person. But you can see the character sitting in the driving seat there, and if they were working in the cannon they would switch over to the other side. Because of these windows, you're actually not protected as well as you might like to be. And I think I just got shot by a policeman right then. Just let him get a couple more shots at me.
Get down!
He's going to run up and try and shoot me.
You scumbag! You're dead!
And he definitely did a little bit of damage there. So, as you see, you're not terribly well protected. Better than nothing. If you keep moving, better, because it's harder for them to shoot you. But those windows definitely leave you exposed. It is boat-shaped because it floats. It's, again, unique in being, well, almost unique in being a surface of land to surface of sea vehicle. It can do either. And because I haven't got 3 stars and I'm not going to have helicopters on me, I can just drive out to sea here and just sit still. And those policemen are never going to find me because they can't drive their cars into the water like I can. It can carry 4 people, the driver, the passenger who would operate the gun, and 2 more passengers in the back. The ones in the rear would actually have a limited field of fire, but they can fire their personal weapons. The people in the front seats cannot. And of course, because it's a floating platform in the sea, I could use it as a base of operations some underwater exploration. The shame of it is there's not a lot to do under the water. There is one VIP mission. I think it's maybe called Salvage. You have to have at least 1 person with you to play it, which is why I haven't done it before. And you can swim around picking up money, and the more you pick up in the 10 minutes available, maybe 15, the better you'll do. There is a maximum limit on how much you can pick up. And once I've done my business under the ground there, under the water I should say, I can float up to the surface, hop back onto my APC, and I'm back in the driving position. And I have taken off my scuba kit, and then I can switch back to the cannon. And you'll see those are showing impacts on those buildings, so I'm guessing it's actually got quite a good range. It may be that the explosions are occurring and the shell's not going all that far. But I think the APC, it's not very fast, but it is, I think, a fun vehicle. It's a unique vehicle, and it can be stored in any garage. I tend to keep my armoured vehicles like this in my facility, because there's enough parking for the ones I normally have. But you can park it just about anywhere where you can park a regular car. It's pretty big, but it will go into a regular garage anywhere you want. And you can own multiples of these should you so wish. There is another kind of turret you can have, the SAM turret, which is surface-to-air missiles, but I actually would not recommend using it. I think the regular cannon is more effective against everything, and the missiles are limited. I left the standard wheels on here, but they are bulletproof. That is my review of the APC.